We on bout number 7 here, junior welterweight division, Tumi Nakedi versus Steve Dewy. This should be a good fight. Looks like it's scheduled for 4 rounds. I don't know much about these boxers, but yeah, they are talking to one another. Looked like they had something to say there to the ref there. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this looks like a little bit of a wild fest. Both fighters. Tumi in the white trunk, with a yellow pinstripe, and Steve Dewy in the light blue trunk. Steve Dewy must use that jab. Dewy must use that jab because it looked like he had a very nice jab. Nice 2 body shots there from Nakedi, Tumi Nakedi. Another one.
Another guy, and it's an orthodox versus southpaw affair again. Always difficult fighting a southpaw. Always.
It is, Hayden. You don't find the sparring. That's the issue.
Yeah, look, and to prepare, as you're saying, the sparring, to prepare for a southpaw is very, very difficult. And it doesn't look like, from what we're seeing, that he did actually have a southpaw in sparring. But, I mean, in doing so, both guys are digging very nicely to the body. The body is very important, and you'll realize that in the later rounds.
There's some hard punches getting thrown there in the mix there. If Tumi wants to take this, he needs to calm down a bit and stop throwing so wild. He needs to use his reach. He's got a bit of a height on his opponent. He should use it to his advantage.
Tumi Nakedi as well. Both guys are calm. Let's say that. And he took a nice jab there. Took a very nice jab there. Look at him. He's relaxing. He's waiting. Threw a lovely left uppercut there. However, didn't follow up. Now the guys are digging into the body again. Good body shots from both guys.
I see Tumi Nakedi, every time that he gets rushed, he tries to throw that left uppercut. His timing is just off.
Look, he has him in the corner now. He let him out. And looks like Steve Dewy is coming out. Look, well, okay. A little bit of a shove there. But I like the fact that both boxers are investing in the body. It's not just one or none.
True, definitely. Steve Dewy looking like he's just got a bit of a slap there on his hook.
Yeah, Steve Dewy, nice left hook to the body. Oh, took a good shot there. He looks like he's in trouble. You can sometimes see when someone's dazed.
To me, looking like he's got a lot of punch power, but I see he throws his body behind it.
Oh, he's got him in the corner again now. Let's see if he... Nope. Both guys just waiting. Almost like they both want to counter.
To me, almost landing a straight left there. But his timing is so off. If he could just get his timing right, he would land such wild punches.
It looks like he's tired right now.
It looks like it's a Tumi... It looks like that's a Tumi round.
Yeah, that looked like a Tumi round for me also.
We're on for round number 2 between Tumi Nakedi and Steve Dewy. And let's watch this again. Oh, great shots. Both guys throwing straight shots nice and early. Looks like, the jab's very, very nice. Steve is throwing a very, very good jab. Now, they're a bit wild now. Look at that. Okay, so now, this is the common mistake that the boxers are making that we've seen from the show earlier. They are coming out with so much intent for the first 30 seconds, and the rest of the round is a bit of a slow slugfest. Let's see if these boxers can maybe calm down a little bit and sit behind their jab and straights a little bit better. Oh, there was a uppercut, landed on the gloves though. Tumi is investing well to the body, but so is Steve. Great hooks, but they're all hitting the gloves. He's catching all these shots.
Those hooks look a little bit like slaps. There's no power in them. You need to dig those knuckles into the ribs. That's where the power is. That's where you hurt your opponent.
And those shots even hurt when you hit them on the arms. I mean, when you slap the arms, it's not really going to do much.
No, nothing. You actually just hurt your own. You hurt yourself. You hurt your wrist. You fatigue your hand. And then when you do want to throw properly, you're going to pull something in the wrist. You know what I mean? I've had it before. Not me, but I've seen boxers before. I've seen it where they've injured their hands because of that slapping. You know, the wrist bends backwards where it should not. You should twist the wrist, so it lands properly flush with the knuckles.
A common occurrence that's happened today is the boxers are coming out for the first 30 seconds, blowing themselves out, and the rest of the round is a bore.
This is experience. This is training. This is also looking at what sparring the guys have. I mean, some of these training camps, honestly, aren't even training camps, Hayden. And I think you can agree with me. Josh, you can agree with me too.
I could. And actually, you could see even if Steve, there's times when he steps back and he breathes, he doesn't forget to breathe, you know. He's got a good amateur experience also, a lot of fights. He's an amateur. I think we were amateurs together. And Steve is not too bad for his size. His opponent is very big, you know. And I think he's not doing too bad. He's actually got a big heart, and that's what's going to take him through this fight. He could actually end up winning this fight, where his opponent is tiring now because he's throwing too much power in his shots, you know.
So Steve's got a very good straight punching game, I've noticed. He throws his straight punches really well. He gets a bit lost when it comes to throwing good hook shots. Now, good uppercut there from Steve. Very good uppercut.
And Steve is very relaxed, where Tumi wants to load up and knock you out with power every time with every single shot.
I think
that is a mistake he's making, loading up. He's tiring himself out, forgetting to pace yourself.
Looks of it, Tumi's losing his confidence here.
Exactly.
He's getting landed on and selecting weird punches, but his confidence. Do you see that left uppercut?
Nice.
He keeps throwing it, but he just doesn't land it. His timing is so far out.
Exactly, and it doesn't carry as much power.
There's
when
a
it
low
lands.
shot. Low blow. Steve also complaining about that low blow.
Tumi with a nice right hook. Oh, great straight left hand from Tumi Nakedi there. Close round.
That's the Steve round. Right?
Close round. I think it's a Steve round, so that in my eyes is a 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. I think Tumi took the first one, Steve took the second one.
The round was quite strong. And he kept composure and stuff, so I'd like to see him in the later rounds now. To see if he's a slow starter, you know.
Definitely, and it looks like he counter punches very well also. Doing a very good job. His stance is very well balanced. He's not unbalanced in any way. He maintains his composure, counters, and he's doing a good job right now. He started out strong.
Boxers probably need to watch their heads. They've come close on a few of occasions. That typically happens when Orthodox fight southpaw.
Yeah, they're very toe to toe. Also,
And
I see also before Steve throws, he tries to make himself very tense. That's very bad. He shouldn't do that. It's going to kill his energy, kill his muscle strength. He must just be relaxed. Throw from the hand, throw from the shoulder, you know. He tries to stiffen up his face. You'll see it in his punch. He tries to it hits hard. He stiffens his whole body up. It's really bad for you.
And the thing with Steve, he's not a big puncher, you know. Some guys, like, punches are actually born. That's how I feel. You can train, but I think punches are born with killer instinct. And I think Steve is just a pure boxer. Doesn't carry much power, but he's doing a good job in my opinion right now. I think this is going to be a Steve round.
Nice jab to the body there from Steve as well.
Just nice to the solar plexus.
Just coming back to what you're saying, for the fans at home, you want to keep as loose as possible so that you can take and receive the punches.
Definitely. You need to be more relaxed because it helps you save energy and you see what's coming.
Both men feeling this third round. You can see it now.
Definitely.
Both of them feeling the third round now, but the best thing you can do now is breathe and select nice punches.
I'd say Steve is definitely picking his punches a lot better and definitely landing the cleaner shots.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think Steve is handling the third round better than Tumi, in my opinion. Tumi is missing now wildly.
If Steve keeps this up, he can lose. He can win. He can
I
win.
think he's going to win this fight. Look at that beautiful body shot to the solar plex, landed nicely. You could see they hurt him actually, you know. Hurt Tumi the body shot.
Tumi there.
Definitely. Oh, beautiful right hand. Oh.
A little bit of showboating there from Steve.
I think Steve's confidence is raising right now.
He's definitely been landing a lot more.
He needs to keep that right hand up because Tumi can throw a wild left hook
And Tumi's still got
and,
power.
and a wild over left hand.
Yeah.
He's a southpaw. You must bear in mind it's his power hand. So Steve needs to keep that right hand up.
He needs to step away from it.
Definitely.
Step to the left.
And Steve's Tumi's got
There's
a
a
bit of
jab,
power, you know, when he lands
landing
wildly. It's good.
From Tumi's side.
He should get out of that corner right there.
He should definitely get out of that corner.
He should get out of that corner. It's not a safe place to be unless you know what you're doing, you know?
Looks like both guys are trying to take a breather there.
Yeah, they're taking the breathers, yeah. Waiting for the ref to break them up, and there it's coming.
Stevie looks zapped from energy. They're actually standing and pausing and looking at each other.
That wild left hand almost landed flush. You need to watch, but if you slap hard enough and you catch him, if you caught him flush on the chin there, you can go down.
Sometimes they call it a PK.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, what a TK.
Yeah, we're in the right place for a PK.
Oh, PK. What does that mean, PK?
And we're on for the last, the fourth and final round.
Yeah, fourth and final round. This is scheduled for 4. If Steve can just keep up what he did in the last couple of rounds,
I think
last
Steve
2
needs to
rounds.
keep his hands up right now. He's putting his hands down. I don't
You
know if
see
it's
that
because
left
of
hook. That
exhaustion.
left hook from Tumi is going to come. It's going to catch Steve if he does not lift that right hand.
Right in the jaw. Steve is fighting with his hands down. I
Steve's
think
trying to
he's
showboat
exhausted.
now with his hands down. It's not a good thing. He doesn't have enough experience for this kind of fighting.
Well, the referee's calling time.
I don't think.
He's chasing the corner out the corner. He's saying the corner is no longer can be there. He's chasing him to the other side. Obviously, the corner is shouting too much. Well, the corner's still giving instructions no matter what. He can do like that other trainer earlier and just shout from the stands.
Exactly. In my opinion, I think Steve's hands was down because of exhaustion. Not really because of showboating so much and just putting some flair to it, make it look good. You know?
Yeah, looks Steve with some good shots there.
Very nice.
He's
uppercuts.
putting his punches together, which is
Very
really
nice
important.
uppercuts.
Yeah.
Very
He looks
beautiful
like he's
uppercuts.
working more, Steve.
Exactly.
I like boxers that put their punches together as opposed to one shot, get out, one shot.
Especially when you know you don't have that much power to stop a guy.
Look, if I
Beautiful move from Steve.
if I had to score this, I would say Tumi's behind on points now.
Exactly.
But for him to get back in this game, he's got to over jab, start throwing straight left to the solar plex to the body. But there's no punches. They're not
beautiful
hard.
from
They're not
Steve.
soft. They're missing now. Tumi started so nicely, but
Definitely.
that's fatigue. That's fatigue kicking in right now.
I think Steve is boxing beautifully, moving his head just perfectly in time just for the punches to fall short, and he's putting on a display right now. He's actually fighting very well, very balanced also,
There's Steve landing another good uppercut to the body. Tumi coming back with a straight left.
and actually parried that straight left beautifully. Again, he
Another
parried
straight left.
nicely. Look at him parry those shots. You see that?
You see that left hook again. Steve has
a
to
dangerous
lift.
shot.
Yeah, it's a very
Definitely.
dangerous shot, especially if Steve does not lift that right hand. He has to. There's
Oh,
it.
great
It
left hook.
landed. It landed. It landed. There's that left we were talking about.
But I don't think that's
It's gonna come again.
I don't think that's gonna be enough to win him the fight if he doesn't knock him out with that shot. You know?
Although, to be fair, if Tumi wins this round, it could be a draw. Because he won the first
Yeah,
round
no,
for me.
true. And also,
it's a 4 rounds,
yeah.
Tumi can win this if he drops Steve with that left.
Exactly.
Then he
And
can.
actually
It's a
win the
dangerous
fight.
win
fight
this.
for
He
Steve.
can win this on a split decision if you lose.
Yeah.
If he drops him with a left.
Oh, Steve coming back with beautiful.
I think that's what makes a
body
knockdown
shots.
in a 4-rounder so dangerous, is that it's very hard to make up those points. You literally have to win every round.
Exactly. And I think Steve is actually coming back with beautiful body combinations, you know?
You know what a lot of people don't see at home is inside he's probably dying of exhaustion, but on the outside he's not showing it. But and we we'll say, oh, don't throw this punch, but you know, just to throw it is.
And as an experienced fighter's been there, you can actually see that Steve is exhausted, but it's his heart carrying him through right now.
Well, that's very important in the game is heart. You can't buy hearts.
Definitely, you can't. There's times where it feels like you can't anymore, but your heart takes you through, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, guys. End of round 4.
I think Steve won that.
That's the final round. So, guys, predictions on the results.
I think Steve wins this fight.
Bye.
I think Steve didn't have to win this
I
fight.
think
Yeah,
Steve
unanimous.
wins this by split decision.
Split. Unanimous.
To me, unanimous because I think Tumi won only round 1 strong, you know?
So that is, well, look, we didn't see this coming, but styles win fights, and I think Tumi Style won him that fight.
Yeah, like I said, Aiden, he's gonna win on his style. They judge him already. When I heard the scorecard, I already knew it. He's the crowd favorite. Everyone's screaming for him firstly, but secondly, he did have a better style. But I personally think that was not the right decision.
He's actually in tears right now. He can't keep back his happiness. He is so happy.
Tumi's in tears, like it's like he won a world title right now, you know? I understand the joy and excitement, but I feel that's a wrong decision, in my opinion. I think that breaks Steve's spirit because